Alright, what's up, chat? Today we're back with a banger. On a serious note, though, crazily enough, I actually just got my Bible verse from Corey X Kenshin. So shout out to Corey X Kenshin, shout out to the Bible, shout out to Jesus. The verse of the day is the verse of the day is where is it at? Oh, here it is. Zechariah 14:9. The Lord will be king over the whole world. On that day, there will be only one Lord, and his name. Oh, and his name, the only name. Sorry. So let me reread it. I feel like I didn't read that good enough. The Lord will be king over the whole earth. On that day, there will be one Lord, and his name will be the only name. Okay. W, I'm looking a little you know. Yo, wait, actually, yeah, it's pretty destroyed, but yeah, little bit of what is it? What is the word I'm looking for? A little bit of I guess insight on what I was doing before stream. Well, I wasn't doing this before stream, but I actually just posted. I posted my application. So I'm about to show you. I posted my application to Streamer University. Oh my god, y'all can't even see that. Fuck. Okay, that's two. Oh my god, I can't even see it. You can tell. Okay, I showed my application to Streamer University, and tell me why people were genuinely like thinking that I was being serious. I mean, yeah, I did sign up being serious to an extent. I mean, the chances that I get picked are pretty low. I mean, it's still possible, but I was more of a joke. I did it just so I could post this, and people were actually like supporting me, which is also is a great feeling. But I expected people to be like more like I expected people to think I was joking. Like Streamer University is like a joke amongst most streamers. Like when T Banks was doing it, he was doing it as a joke, like the answers and whatnot. For the most part, I put somewhat genuine answers, somewhat joking, like, oh, how many push-ups can you do in a minute? I genuinely did that just because I was curious. Um, Other ones like what subject would you be like? What subject could you take and get an absolute A in? I said yapology, and I just started like yapping on about why. That's the entire thing. Like it's just yeah. Like that. Like the entire point was just to have fun with it and to post it on my story. But like I said, people were actually supporting me, which was real surprising. But something else that I'm stealing a little bit from T Banks is before reacts. I wanted to do how normal am I? So okay, I'm fucking Google. How normal am I? Did my mouse just move on its own? Normal am I? Wait, I don't know if I use my camera on this. Chat, I think I might actually get a good rating. My camera's a little dog shit, but I mean, other than that, I think I'll be fine. Chat, did they just steal my fucking IP address? Why is the entire page white? Oh, okay. I guess maybe it was loading. They didn't say it was loading. All right. I gotta remember these are my new keys. I changed it to minus and plus. All right,
So
start the
let's
show.
talk about your face.
Allow this time.
Specifically, we'll be looking at machine learning algorithms that try to judge your face. By giving access to your camera, you'll be able to experience these algorithms yourself. But don't worry, everything will run locally in your own browser. No data is sent to the cloud in any way. At the end of the experience, you will be able to share some anonymous data with us if you want, but it's totally up to you.
This guy's talking. Here, I'm about to listen to him in a minute. Start virtual camera. I think my CPU might spike a little bit. Oh, I'm screen shit. Although you guys can't see it. Oh. Wait, what? Source type. There we go. Okay. Let me reload the page. Oh my god. The page isn't reloading. It's like fucking stuck. Chat, I guarantee I'm gonna get a good rating. Is my Wi-Fi off? What is going on? Wait, you guys can still see my screen, right, though? Yeah. Well, let me deactivate my camera real quick. Oh. I gotta remind myself to re-enable it. Hey Siri, set a timer for 15 minutes telling me to re-enable my camera.
15-minute re-enable my camera timer. Starting now.
Oh wait, let me put my headphones on. Like I said, he's... Jesus.
So let's talk about your face. Specifically, we'll
That's
be
not
looking
me.
at machine learning algorithms that try to judge your face. By giving access to your camera, you'll be able to experience these algorithms yourself. But don't worry, everything will run locally in your own browser. No data is sent to the
Blowing your
cloud in
face is
any
technically for
way.
people who like board games.
At the end of the experience, you will be able to share some anonymous
am I?
data with us if you want, but it's totally up to you.
Let's just say 15. I'm not 15, though. It's just the closest one. On a scale from 0 to 10, I am a... It's gonna give me some... Yo, it's gonna give me some bullshit score. Like, oh, you're a 3. The last time I did this, it said I was a woman. So... Okay. You are more attractive than other Spice Girls. Well, this sure as hell is taking a long time. Am I chopped or am I not? Dude, I'm not right there. What the fuck? I'm not over there. I'm not over there. I don't know why that's... Why is it taking... Oh, my day's going good. Yo, he comes in my chat. I'm so thankful for Epic Boy, you know? I'm doing well. Right now, I'm doing a... Am I normal test, I think it's called? To see how attractive I am. But it's taking long as dick. Jesus. Did you just say my score here? Why is mine not working? Wait, do I gotta refresh it? Well, I think I gotta refresh it again. How's your day going, though?
The first algorithm we'll look at is designed to judge the beauty or attractiveness of your face. It will give you a score between 0 and 10. Having some idea of how attractive you are can be very valuable. For example, dating services like Tinder use it to match people who are about equally attractive. Some social media companies, such as TikTok, are known to promote content from attractive people more. To make an algorithm like this, you need
How normal am I? I'm not sure why he keeps like telling me that. Like I don't know. Also, I feel like this is the only website that's not pulling up fast. Is this still my IP address? Why is it so like CPU heavy?
So let's talk about your face. Specifically, we'll be looking at machine learning algorithms that try to judge your face. By giving access to your camera, you'll be able to experience these algorithms yourself. But don't worry, everything will run locally in your own browser. No data is sent to the cloud in any way.
15.
At the end of the experience, you will be able to share some anonymous data with us if you want, but it's totally up to you. The first algorithm we'll look at is designed to judge the beauty or attractiveness of your face. It will give you a score between 0 and 10. Having some idea of how attractive you are can be very valuable. For example, dating services like Tinder use it to match people who are about equally attractive. Some social media companies, such as TikTok, are known to promote content. Next, let's look at an algorithm that's designed to judge your age. And what you'll see here, as well as with many others, is that if you move your head around, you'll be able to influence the outcome quite a bit. Some stores use these algorithms to learn more about their visitors.
Current predicted age, NAN?
Lying about your age on dating websites. If you happen to share your age bracket earlier, we can now figure out whether or not you are a liar.
Alright. Damn, I got a 4 out of 3. Am I that fucking ugly? Bro, I am not a 4 out of 3. Why? And why? Bro, my current age is NAN. What does that even mean? I'm a nan? Like somebody's nana? Jesus, man. Oh, shit. Let me rename my camera, and then we're gonna go through the reacts for today. All right, our reacts for today are cop trapped in real life chainsaw massacre. 47-year-old virgin tries to meet minor, meets cops instead. I tested 1-star football hotels, and 3 true horror stories animated. Yo, chat, lock in. It's not. Oh, there we go. It's fine.
Drop it! Drop it!
Oh wait, hold. Let me turn this up.
Taser forward! Taser! Hey!
Wait, give me a second. I think on you guys' side it still might be quiet, so I'm gonna turn it up. Be high, and then turn that. Oh, I just muted my mic. Whew. Thank God. Okay, that's making it too sensitive. Hold up. Let me put it right here's good. I think right here is good. Okay, I think we're good. All right, lock in for real. Cop trapped in real life chainsaw massacre.
This man is disturbed. Drop it! Drop it!
Off the bat, what the fuck? Where are they? They look like they're in a funeral home, and he automatically just like this is the crate. What do you mean drop it? Okay, right. Obviously, he goes. I think this man's disturbed. No shit. You're telling him to drop the chainsaw. He's not just gonna go, oh yeah, let me drop the fucking chainsaw. He's gonna try to kill you. So right when he pulls that out, you should have tased him, because I mean that's just my opinion. You know, I think he should have been tased him, but let me shut the fuck up, bro.
Taser forward! Taser! Hey!
Oh my God, that's fucking horrifying. Imagine this. Imagine you tase somebody, right? Hold on. Okay. I'm the person getting tased, right? Imagine you tase somebody. Okay, this way is like a chainsaw, right? This way right here is a chainsaw. So you tase them, they drop to the floor. They're physically in pain, and then right as you turn off the taser, they immediately get back up and start running back. How? Isn't they literally called a stun gun? Isn't that the nickname for a fucking taser? It's called a stun gun. He definitely didn't get stunned. He just got electrocuted, really. Crazy work. Yeah, this guy's on Fent and he ran to a funeral home for sure.
Got your tase!
When a man wielding a chainsaw storms a retirement home in St. Charles, Illinois, he turns a peaceful haven for the elderly into a scene of...
Oh my god, I told you. It's not a funeral home, but it's a senior home. Senior living home. Or something like that. Senior living. That's fucked up. How did he get in here, dude? How did they let him in with a chainsaw? How...
Absolute terror. As local police attempt to put a stop to his rampage, officers are forced into a life-or-death confrontation when they become his next targets. The following is based on official police records. On the early morning of December 1st, 2024, 911 receives a call from a man with an unusual concern.
Hi, I'm calling to report a guy who is not right in the head. He's got a chainsaw cutting down a really big tree.
Does it look like he's part of like a landscaping crew or anything?
No. This man is disturbed. Now he's walking away.
That okay? So the police officer wasn't the one who's saying this man is disturbed. So he was cutting down a tree, but he still managed to get inside of a fucking elderly home. How? Like, how did they let him in? Is what I'm wondering.
The tree. He's walking towards River Glen.
Okay, so he was holding a chainsaw and cutting down a tree.
Yeah, he appears to be having some sort of mental episode. He just took off his shirt.
Does it appear that he's under the influence of anything?
I would say he's having some sort of problem. He's opening the front door of the place. God, I hope that place is locked.
An officer quickly arrives at River...
Yeah, I mean, we know it's not, but it should have been, right? Like, isn't that like, I don't know, isn't there like security in elderly homes? Because this just goes to show that anybody can just walk in one and anybody can just walk out. Like, what if somebody with dementia just... Well, I mean, they wouldn't be in a home. Admittedly, they'd be in a nursing home. I think this is just an elderly home. But at the same time, somebody could just walk out. Like, you could know that... You could just not know they had dementia. Walk the fuck out and go disappear into the forest and possibly die. Like, that's scary.
River Glen of St. Charles, a senior retirement and assisted living facility. When he tries the front door, however, he finds it locked.
Hey, what's going on with this guy?
I don't know. He came in here.
Hey, can you hold this door open?
Yes,
More police
please.
are coming.
As he searches the...
So they locked the door after he got it. What sense is that? I mean, okay, let me give them a benefit of the doubt. They were probably trying to lock him inside versus, they didn't know he was going to come in. Obviously, now they don't want him to leave. They want,
The hallway for the suspect, another 911 call reaches dispatchers from a staff member hiding somewhere nearby.
911.
Hi, is that River Glen of St. Charles? There's a strange man that's into the building.
Ma'am, are the police inside with him?
Yes, there's one officer.
Hey! Hey, drop the taser. Drop the taser. Or drop it. On the ground. Get back. Hey, drop.
Oh my god, he's shirtless, dude. Yeah, I think he has like either he's on like bath salts or he's like just mentally like he might have like schizophrenia. Like, I don't know. 9 times out of 10 he's probably on drugs, so this is sad because think about that. Like, this guy's shirtless with a jacket on, jeans with a chainsaw inside of a nursing home or an elderly home. We don't know which one. It's just an elderly home. It's fucked up, man.
Hey! Step it up. Hey!
And he's watching him turn on the chainsaw. What the fuck are you doing? There's people around him. He put it down. Him just fucking messing with the fucking chain. Oh, turn this shit on. Just shoot. Just tase him. You have all the evidence. Like, you have all the reasoning to do it. I mean, they're not gonna look at this. They're not gonna look at this fucking recording and be like, "Damn it, Bob! You're not supposed to tase the people before they he wasn't resisting. He wasn't doing anything." Like, they're not. They're gonna be understanding. Like, he's clearly trying to turn the chainsaw.
Drop the chainsaw. One at taser point.
The suspect would later be identified as 41.
Look at his eyes. He's like looking around. Oh my god. He's on drugs.
Year-old Daniel Escalera. Despite repeated commands, it appears he has no intention of surrendering.
Oh
Hey, drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! I got one at taser point. Step it up. We'll be in the front lobby.
This nigga just watched him turn on the chainsaw. He goes, drop it, turn on the chainsaw. Luckily it jams. He's like, damn it. And this guy's still just, drop it. You better drop it. Come on, he's not going to drop it. Take his dumb ass.
Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
So I think I got a bug by the way.
Yes. Step it up.
I'm leaving here without my lady.
Oh.
Where is she?
Step it up.
Where's my...
Drop it.
I just want my wife, man. I just want...
Listen, man.
I don't want to...
How old is this guy? He's 41. What does he mean he wants his wife? What's his wife, fucking 85? How old do you have to be put in a nursing home? Jesus. Yeah. I don't think his wife wants... something... I don't know. He believes his wife is here for some reason, and I don't know why.
Taser forward! Taser! Hey! Hey!
Where is he?
Hey, right here! He's right here! He's right here!
Oh, yes, he has his gun out now.
Come on! Get him out! Come here!
They're just all still sitting down. Like, I'm sure some of them must be scared. Ooh, sorry, scared. But they don't know what the fuck to do. So they're just sitting down and watching this happen. But all people are most not. Sure, I think I already re-enabled my camera. Yeah, I already re-enabled my camera. Yeah, they're probably just so scared.
Guys, upstairs! Upstairs! Oh! You gotta get tased! You gotta get tased!
Jesus. Oh my god, he actually
The
ran into him with
officers
a
fire
chainsaw.
and miss several times before a final shot from Officer Heike hits Daniel's chest, sending him to the ground.
Yo, they were using like an actual handgun or like rubber bullets, dude, in a nerd. Jesus, and they were missing. That's like bad.
His
Jesus. ass cracks out. I'm assuming he's also bleeding.
Yeah. Come on. What's up? Move your... Sorry. Okay. All right. All right. See if you're good. You're good. Hey, Steve, get out here. Come on, buddy. Come here. I got you.
What happened to him? Whoa, they're not telling us something. What's wrong with the cop? Why is he saying like you're good? Like, did he get attacked? Or is he like just like shaken up? Because you know, as a cop, you're not really thinking about you're not thinking about to deal with this. You know, you hear about a crazy man shot him down a tree. You don't think he's gonna chase you through an entire like nursing home with a chainsaw, said chainsaw. You know what I mean? You don't really think that.
Go help.
I think I'm okay.
Hang on.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good.
Did you get shot?
I got a med pack in my bag.
Okay.
You got shot, yeah.
I got a...
Yeah, he got
shot.
shot.
You put a hand wound from the chainsaw from the
Hit me
shoulder.
with a saw. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you still have Stay there. Stay in your room.
Jesus, poor man. Like the guy who who got like they said chainsaw wound in his hand. That's actually really sad. I feel bad. I didn't really need to add that on.
It's okay. It's okay. You're good. Steve, you're good. Steve, you're good.
He's an officer of all shooting?
Yes.
I did. Okay. I shot him. All right. He had the chainsaw, he's welding all over it up. He's coming right at me. I'm out. Yep.
Right over on the side too, in the chest. Take a pulse through loop.
They're like burning his entire body out. Is he alive?
Meanwhile, Officer Heike is checked for injuries, given he collided with the suspect while he still carried the chainsaw.
I want you to go to your room, please.
You ran into me.
Okay. Oh, okay. So this is the guy who got ran in with the chainsaw. Okay. I think he's fine. I think he like hit him with like the top part, not like the actual saw.
Shot here, but I'm not gonna cut it for you, you know.
But that's pretty scary.
Turn.
I want you to turn your walker around. Attention all staff, the facility is locked down. Nobody in, nobody out. Please keep the residents in your room.
Cleared of any injuries, Officer Heike fills in his sergeant on what happened.
There's people all around, old people all around. He's got this chainsaw. Now, again, it's not running. I don't give a. He's got a chainsaw. He is crazy. And this thing, and he hit me with it. He cut this guy with it. So he's around these people, and I shot him.
Okay. Okay, take a seat. I'm gonna get a medic with you guys, or get a medic. We're gonna have you go to the hospital.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Dom, I'm gonna have you stay with him, okay? Just stay by with Steve.
I just didn't want him attacking and hurting anyone else here, Cor. I'm done.
Thankfully, no one else appears to have been caught in the crossfire.
Was he not supposed to like shoot? I don't know. Okay, I'll say this. I understand it's a nursing home, right? Like obviously you shouldn't. You probably, you know. But I mean, at the same time, I can see why he shot him. I mean, yeah, like he tanked the fucking taser. What else are you gonna do after that? I mean, you watch the guy tank a taser, he still run out with a chainsaw. I mean, what else are you gonna do? Fucking hit him with the baton this time? Watch him take that as well? No, he's gotta take a bullet. He's gotta see what happens when you run inside of a elderly home with a chainsaw. That's
injury to the elderly man's hand is tended to by paramedics.
My fault. Last time probably. What I will say is that him missing all those bullets, yeah, I understand. Or like just even like if it's not a hollow tip bullet, it's probably gonna go through him and into like the walls, and he could possibly hit someone else. I understand where the I'm guessing the sergeant's coming from.
Staff members attempt to escort elderly residents to their rooms as officers work to secure the scene.
Hey, ma'am,
stop right there. Stop right there. Ma'am.
Okay.
Go that way.
Appreciate that.
Okay.
41-year-old Daniel Escalera was transported to Del Nor Hospital, where he was pronounced dead shortly upon his arrival at 9:30.
Oh, I asked that earlier. I was like, is he dead? Because they were blurring out his body. I mean, they were only blurring out his chest when he initially got shot, but then they were blurring out his body. I knew something had happened. I knew he was dead.
7 a.m. His autopsy revealed 2 gunshot wounds, one to his left lateral chest and one to his forearm. Toxicology reports indicated the presence of methamphetamine and other substances in his system.
Yeah.
It's unknown whether Daniel knew anyone at the retirement home or who he was earlier referring to as his lady. An investigation into the officer-involved shooting was conducted by the Illinois State Police, who examined Officer Heike's body-worn camera. In the video, they noted that when Daniel turned in the hallway, he held his hands forward in a position which appeared to imitate holding a firearm. The Kane County State's Attorney's Office concluded that Officer Heike had the reasonable belief that the deadly force he employed was necessary.
Thank God, bro. Thank God, because that'd be pretty sad. Oh, pregnant woman does unthinkable to the cops. Should I watch that one next? I don't know. I love body cam videos. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think he, should have shot him. The only I think shooting him. Okay, I'm not saying I think he should have shot him. I'm saying I think he wasn't wrong in shooting him. He was scared. He had already ran into him with a chainsaw. He already cut someone else with a chainsaw. He already tased him. He probably felt like, okay, he's gonna just hurt more people. I have to shoot him, like that. But yeah, when was this? Oh, this happened in 2024. So this was, December 1st in 2024. So this was relatively recent. This was what? December, January, February, March, April, May. So this was 6 months ago. 6 months ago. Damn. All right. Next video. Jesus. Next video. 47-year-old virgin tries to meet minor, meets cops instead. Jadion. EDP watch.
Alright, y'all, so this isn't gonna be a regular intro like usually, you know, without the voiceovers and everything, because when we filmed this video, we weren't able to make a proper intro, so I'm gonna give you guys the rundown. So the guy who came to meet today was Ronald Soliday, and Ronald Soliday came to meet what he thought was a very, very young cupcake, right? Now, at first, he didn't want to come, no pun intended, but after he got off work, he hit up our decoy and he was like, you know what? I want to come. So he got in his car and drove about 30 minutes in Marion, Indiana, right? Luckily, our decoy...
Bro, why does Jadion only have braces on his top teeth? Like not on some like rude shit, but I mean, you know, like why does he only have that on his top teeth? How long has he had braces? I feel like he got braces relatively recently. But is that a thing? Like, do people just get like braces like on their top or bottom teeth, and why? I mean, sure, sometimes like only those teeth will be fucked up, but I mean, it can't hurt, right? Like, your teeth can't be so perfect on set, like, you know, top or bottom that you end up just getting them on one. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe they can be that perfect. I don't know.
So she was able to come out, and we were able to do an IRL catch with an IRL decoy and everything, and they did their little date first before we came out. Obviously, bro's a cheese pizza trader. We all know. So I really don't got much else to say. You gotta sit back, relax. And
wait, 47-year-old. Yo, I'm just peeping the title. Yo, how do you even let your life get that bad? Like, you're like, damn, I really can't get any pussy, bro. I gotta go to a 16-year-old. I gotta go to a 15-year-old. I gotta go to a 14-year-old. Yo, don't take that out of context. But like, how do you even decide that? Like, that's generally still a child. Like, that person. To put that in perspective, that person. Well, they can't do a lot of things, obviously. Like, you know, they can't drink, buy a house, they can't rent an Airbnb. There's a lot that they can't do, but just me thinking about it, there's a lot that they can't, like, they still live with their parents. They can't even, like, they probably, some of them probably don't even have, like, a license. They're still in, like, 9th through 10th grade. Like that, I don't know how, you're a 47-year-old man, you're like, yeah, I like children. How does that happen? What do you, like, how do you, like, and then some people's excuses that they got sexually assaulted, and yeah, I understand that there's some people who, you know, become hypersexuals, or, you know, things like that, but you getting sexually assaulted when you're younger, how does that make you want to sexually assault other people? That's like the equivalent of hazing. Like, you know when people haze, like, others in fraternities and sororities? That's the equivalent. Like, I had to go through it, so now you have to go through it. Like, that doesn't make sense. Why would you want someone to go through the pain that you went through, especially to this extent? Like, this is way worse. But they're both like, I did this, so you have to go through this, or I went through this. Now you have to go through this. It's just crazy work. I don't know.
EDP.
Oh yeah, that was on a Cinco de Mayo. Yo, I should have watched that on a Cinco de Mayo. That'd have been crazy.
I'm guessing he has a hat on.
Oh no, or maybe that was
Where?
maybe that was in September.
Left at the playground?
Shit, am I crazy? Can y'all hear it? Good.
Okay, yeah, send that to me. I'm gonna get off the phone. Okay, yeah, come on. The park right here. Just park right here. Let's get out.
There's so many little kids here.
It's not normal for a guy my age too.
I mean, I guess, but like, it's whatever. What are you wanting to do?
Oh, it doesn't go that way.
Go that.
That Loki don't even sound like a child. It sounds like you're forcing. I don't know. I'm
that way. So are you like wanting to go back to your place, or like?
Not right now.
So you just wanting to hang out here today?
You can go this way if you want.
Why it's over there?
I don't know what's over here.
Oh, I mean.
have no idea.
Jesus, nigga, spit it out. I mean, I know I'd be stuttering, but damn, you had like that nigga couldn't even get it out. He started 45 sentences in one sentence.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. There's like anything over there. Yeah, we can just like walk the pond if you want. Really?
Hey, Ron. Hey, man. Is it cool if we have a conversation real quick?
Yo, look at this. Look at this nigga's outfit. A Superman shirt with some jeans and some big ass white tennis shoes from 1963 with a bucket hat, a khaki bucket hat. Come on, man, let's lock him in life. Like, this is a 47-year-old man who likes children. Yeah, he dresses like it.
Man, what's this? Talk over here, big dog. We just want to have a conversation. None of us are cops or nothing, okay? We just want to talk over here, big dog.
I know. Oh my god, his bucket has a fucking S on it as well.
Alright, okay. I mean, you can't talk. Can you just talk right here? There's no problem over there. I just don't want people hearing your business. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Why the camera? I just want to talk about these messages, man. You know, obviously. Yeah, okay. I realize those messages. Okay. That's my problem.
Nigga, are you on Fent? Spit it out.
I just want to talk about this, man. And genuinely, like, bro, I don't think you're a bad dude. If I thought you're a bad dude, this would be on someone else's desk. Trust me. Okay. Yeah, but look here, let's. Yeah, you can stay right there. Yeah.
I understand I did things wrong, okay?
What things you think you did wrong, my man?
Just talking to a girl. That's a bad. I know.
I'm guilty as charged too, man. You know, if my messages leaked out there, bro, I promise you, man, people will look at me sideways.
Nigga, Gideon, what? I'm not saying that to a pedophile. Oh, nah, shit. Yeah, we all been there. We all fuck with a 14-year-old. But you know, we just gotta talk about it. Like, I'm not saying that. I mean, I'm assuming Gideon's like trying to get him to like confess and make him feel comfortable. But I wouldn't be saying that.
I just wanted to just talk to you, get this straight, man, because I don't think you're a bad dude.
No, I'm not. What do you want to talk about?
Well, man, I see you on Telegram and stuff like that. I know, like, when I was on Telegram, I would just be getting added to these crazy groups and stuff. Does that ever...
There are some real crazy stuff on that and Zangy.
Oh, this nigga got a speech impediment. Oh, I feel bad. Not really, but he has speech impediment. I didn't know that. I thought he was just stuttering because he was nervous. You know, like, sometimes when you, like, get in front of, like you know, an entire class or, like, you know... Me, I mean, I just stuttered casually. Like, sometimes I just go like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes I just stutter. Because that's because my brain's moving so fast. And I'm trying to, you know, my mouth is trying to catch up with it. I just tend to, you know, stutter.
Also on stuff like that.
Money for sex and stuff like that, and I don't do stuff like that.
Like prostitution?
They want like gift cards and stuff like that. I don't do things like that.
Man, I know when I was on there, like I was getting added to like these group chats where like putting pictures of like naked women and being like, oh, if you want more and stuff, you can like buy it here and stuff like that. Were they like, you saw any group chats like that where they were adding stuff like that?
No.
Never added into any group chats or whatever?
I don't do group chats.
Come on, man. On Telegram, you can't tell me that you're not getting randomly added into a group chat.
I don't get randomly added. I don't get myself involved in stuff like that.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, I know you're anxious.
This nigga just said I don't get myself involved in stuff like that. Yeah, all right, bro. So why are you here with a 16-year-old girl? Oh, so you don't look at them. You just like have sex with 16-year-olds casually? Like what? Yeah, that'll make you better. You're still trying to have sex with a 16-year-old. I mean, I keep saying 16. She's probably like younger. You know what I mean?
Pounding. Listen, man, I want to just get this resolved. You know what I mean? So, like, man, you know, I just want to stick out my hand, bro, and just let you know, man, like, you know, it's all good. So, you know, genuinely, like, I mean, do you like Bella? Like,
she's a nice girl.
So, like, what was gonna happen today? You think, man?
We're just gonna meet. That's all we're gonna do. I don't want nothing other than that.
Yeah, you know, it's just something like being out in the sun here. You know, just walking around in nature and stuff like that. I see why you want to bring her here, man. This is a beautiful spot.
It's a park.
No, it's not. I'm just gonna let you guys know I've been to beautiful parks. This is far from it. But you know, yeah, whatever. I mean, you know, however, you know, he wants to get. I was trying to say catch a case. However, he wants to catch a case. You know.
I appreciate that, man, because like, bro, real creepy dudes, they would be like, hey, come over to my house or stuff like that.
I don't want to be a creep.
Yeah, no, totally, yeah, definitely.
I know.
You are one.
It's weird for a person her age and my age to get together and stuff like that, but she agreed on it. So,
you know, why did we send her all those like videos of you masturbating and stuff like that, man? Like,
Jesus, this nigga got New Balances from 1963 over here sending dick pics to little girls. Why? Like, how do you even like? How do you get fucked up that bad, bro? Like, you just Like, you don't look in the mirror and go, I'm a sick fuck. Like, you don't think that? You don't think I'm a pedophile? Like, how do you, like, and then you look somebody in the eyes and go, oh, I'm not like that. I'm not like those fucking weirdos who like little girls. Come on. Little boys and little girls. We just saw you talking to one. We know. Do they even, like, do they honestly think that I just be like, you think I'm just be, this is what they think is gonna happen. Hey, so I hear you like little girls. They'll be like, oh, no, I don't. Or they think you're gonna be like, oh, you know, you're right. I think you're right. I must be mistaken. I mistake you for someone else. Like, what? No, obviously I have proof and evidence. Why, like, why would I not? I wouldn't be talking to you if I didn't have
What do you think kind of possessed you to do that?
I mean, at the moment.
Like, what at the moment?
It's just the moment I was in.
Did you just find her attractive?
Yeah. I think everybody would, almost.
Do you know what MAP means?
MAP?
Yeah. Do you know what that stands for?
No.
Would you consider yourself a minor attractive person? No. Why'd you come out here today, man?
Just to see her and stuff like that.
Hey, man, come here.
I mean, I'm not.
Come here, man. You good?
I mean.
Why, this nigga Gideon play too much. Why is he hugging this dude? Also, he's stepping on his shoes. Y'all see that shit? He's stepping on his shoes. The fuck? I'm not that kind of person. Yes, you are. You are sick. You need to be scandalized.
I said
we need to see you publicly executed.
What happened at work today, man?
I pushed the blue carts.
Oh, so that's why you so fit, man. Okay, you get a good workout.
Yeah, I did some 23,000 steps today.
Listen, man, if you're gonna lie to me, you can go on and go. Like, I'm not.
No, I did 23,000 steps at work.
Wait, how do you have the energy to do 23,000 steps and then come out and, hit laps around the park?
I don't know.
Listen, man, I get it, man. Like, how old are you? Like,
yeah, I'm 46.
You're 46, man. Listen, testosterone, an attractive girl hitting you up, saying yes to all the stuff that you wanted to do and everything. I get it, man. Now put some pep in my step, I could walk 50,000 steps and still meet up. I totally get that, man. And if it was some bullshit like that, honestly, like...
This nigga did not walk 23 steps. Okay, when you're the person who's, like, walking the carts, you have a machine. They have a machine now that does that as well. That helps you with that. But you're not walking 23,000 steps. Honestly, I know this guy didn't walk 23,000 steps. I mean, look at him. But I mean, he's just lying. What do you
I could care less about that. Genuinely, all I'm worried about and like concerned about
is
just,
going to jail, right?
Like, I'm just trying to figure out like what's going on like Zangy and like Telegram, man.
I don't know.
Obviously, I don't want to show you because it's like really traumatic, but like seeing not the Telegram messages you had with her, but we seen your other Telegram messages and Zangy messages, and we kind of see some of the stuff that's being sent to you, and we see most of it being sent to you, man. Obviously, it's very young children.
And like I said, if you want me to get rid of all those apps, I will.
I'm just trying to figure out like who's like adding.
Then you say if you want me to get rid of these apps, no, you can just re-download them. I want you to go to fucking jail. So. And that's what you're gonna do.
What's the youngest age?
Hopefully.
Because I can see that it's being sent to you, but I can't see like the age.
And there's people that are like.
And like, what are they?
No, see, look, and it's obvious that method works. The Gideon does, because one of the first things he said is he's not that kind of person. He does. He's not looking at child. He doesn't get sent child porn. He's not in those kind of group chats. But now he's talking about how he does. You lied to me earlier, you fucking dumbass. Like you see how like. People try to, like, he was trying to convince himself that he didn't, that he doesn't get put in those group chats. Because he probably doesn't. He probably, like, only texts one person for it. I mean, he's doing that thing where he's lying by telling the truth. Probably. Oh, I just muted this fucking thing. Oh.
These people, because I can see that it's being sent to you, but I can't see, like, the age.
And there's people that are like.
And like, what are they doing in these images, man?
I have no idea.
Listen, here, I get it. Like, I know it's traumatic, bro, but it's like 9/11, You want to forget about it, but obviously no one can, you know what I mean? So I understand that it's like traumatic to think about, but man, like, obviously you're not the person making this stuff. You're just receiving this stuff and sometimes sending it out. I could care less, like, but we all know like the real monsters and stuff is the people making it, you know what I mean?
I mean, I get sent pictures and stuff like that. I don't like them.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. Like, how many images do you think they sent to you? Like,
I have no idea.
Like ballpark, like 1 to 1,000. Like, what would you say?
I don't have a ballpark figure.
You can't even throw out like just a random number.
Say about 20.
They send about 20 images, and like it's about like 12 years old.
I don't know. I said I can't figure out the ballpark number.
Hey, look, bro. Look.
I said. Come on, man, spit it the fuck out.
I see the horror in your eye, man.
Like I said, I'll tell you right now, I am scared. Okay?
Why are you scared?
Because I don't know who you are.
Okay, here, my bad. My name's Alex Rosen, man.
Where are you from?
We protect kids, that's what it's called, man.
Okay.
And genuinely, bro, we do reach outs like this. We don't think what the cops do is right whenever they come and arrest people, because we understand, man, like...
You're like a person reaching out to.
Yes, that's all I am, man. So I want you to calm down.
Okay. Now I understand you a lot better.
Yeah, okay, my bad for not introducing myself. My bad.
Yeah, that's your
Yeah. my bad. Well, and Ronald.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, man.
That's your problem there by not reaching out.
I've been in a similar situation. I've helped countless men in other situations.
Your problem there by not reaching out.
That's your problem right there by not reaching out. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Does he mean? Oh, what do you mean? Like texting the guy? Oh, you stop talking to minors. You're just gonna like, what do you mean? Like, you're saying some stupid shit right now. Oops.
I've been in a similar situation. I've helped countless men in other situations, man. Like, you can't control what your body likes.
Yeah. He helps them by sending them to a place where like all the freaky people go and like, you know, like where they can actually like, you know, have sex and get fucked in the ass and lose their virginity. Yeah.
Like being gay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're gay, you're gay. You know what I mean? If you like kids, you like kids, man. You know, we just have to control those urges because we know how the society thinks about people like us.
Yeah, because if it could something else lead, it could go. I could be in jail.
Exactly, bro, man.
And that's a lot, and I don't want that.
I don't want that either, man. We need monsters in jail, man. Like, bro, you're not a bad dude, so what do you need to be?
Yeah, we need monsters in jail. We need
if you were in there, you would be taking up a cell for a rapist.
Yeah, I'd probably be beating myself up.
Just like, be honest with me. Like, were they just like, she's just attractive when you saw her on Facebook and everything?
Yeah, that's all what it was.
Would this have just been like a one-time meetup, like you smash and leave, or would you have like tried to at least make it a relationship?
I don't know. It all depends on what she wanted.
What if she said she was down for the relationship?
I don't know about a relationship just because of her age. She's more like a daughter to me than anything else.
But
yeah, let's make sure this guy isn't gonna be fucking kids. He wants to have sex with a little girl, and now he's like, oh yeah, I see her more like a daughter. Jesus. No, you don't. And if you do, that makes it even worse. Why is this nigga saying Flint and Steel? What is Gideon's chat talking about? Worldy Meyer just said, "Don't free Palestine." What the fuck are these people? Yeah, he likes kids, and so does he. They can't find anything like to say about the actual video. They just have to say some weird shit. The Predator's gay. He might be. I don't know why it caught my eye, because like the red bar is covering it. Kind of was like underlining it. What I'm saying is like, yeah, these two like kids. Because why can't you find anything relevant to the video to say?
You know, like the daughter you never had.
Yeah, I've been single for a very long time.
If you don't mind me, like, when was the last time you've had sex? Weird question. I know, man. I know. I had the same questions asked to me too, man.
Years.
Bro, that's a lot of built up. Bro, we're men, man.
I know, that's a lot of testosterone built up. So, I mean, it's been 5 months.
No, he's lying. He said that Gideon said it himself. He was releasing that to pictures of the child. Like, you're a sick fuck. Well, it was, okay, let me make this clear. YouTube, this is not a real child. It's a decoy, so a grown woman. But yeah, he's a sick person, you know? But also, doesn't the title say virgin? Didn't you just say he had sex 5+ years ago? Right there, it says literally right there.
+ years.
No, I believe you, man. Definitely. I think we both know, like, you know, you would have smashed. Like, we get that. Did you at least bring some protection, man? Cause
I did not, because I didn't want to have sex with her.
Come on, man. You've been honest with me this whole time. You don't.
I'm being honest.
Did you have to like fill it out first?
She wanted it, maybe, but it wouldn't have been a day.
There's no guy that doesn't kiss on the first date if the girl would let him.
I know, yeah, but like I said, I was not gonna smash her.
You're a religious man.
I believe in Jesus Christ.
Your soul be damned right now. Your intentions weren't to have sex with her today.
Nope. Did not want to have sex.
Your soul be damned.
I'm not joking.
No, like, say that, and I'll believe it.
My soul is not be damned.
No, you said my soul not be damned. I say your soul be damned.
My soul be damned.
I know, and you know, there's a lot of child on your phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. we have to pray for people like this. Sorry, I said that a little wrong. Him believing in Christ doesn't change my mind. I still think he should go to jail. Maybe he should get fucked in his ass. True. I mean, not okay. That's bad. Father. Amen. But no. What I'm saying is I mean, yes, you can believe in Christ and still be a bad person. The problem is, sometimes people say this, you know, sometimes people say it to try to get out of a situation, but sometimes people lie. Sometimes people just like lie about it or say they believe in Christ just for like the fact that it's religion and it's like gives them the relief of, you know, death, like, you know, so they don't have to worry about it. You know, and I don't.
I'm just trying to figure out like what app is like the worst that you've seen, like people sending you this stuff.
I would say right now it's anything.
Did you just trade with them?
Just talking, people send me pictures.
So like, how long have you been collecting child porn for?
A couple of years and stuff like that. Not into like that. I like older ladies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If I want a relationship, it's gonna be someone of age.
Yeah, and I totally get that. You know, obviously like
he's lying again. He just said that if she wanted that, he might go for it. I mean, well, he did say because of her age he might not, but he wasn't saying that he wouldn't. He said just because of her age. Like, he's lying again.
Like, the person he would probably want to have kids with is gonna be.
Oh, he might not be lying. He might like older women, and he might. It doesn't change the fact that he was talking to a little girl. Or not even that. None of that. Let me go back, because he said that he had child porn, so he likes kids. Never mind. I take that back. So he likes kids.
That you want. I totally get that. But it's just like, you know, why do you think you're attracted to child porn, you know?
I know I need help.
Hey, look at me. I'm gonna get a little bit emotional here, but man, like, I think my addiction was bad, worse than yours, man. I've been watching that stuff since I was 16. And it was hard.
It's hard to get out of here. It's hard to stop.
It's hard to stop, man.
Cause it's almost like a drug.
Like, tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I'm exactly in your same shoes. It kind of hits more than regular porn, because it's like, I shouldn't be watching this. Is that right?
Yeah.
So you just keep it on Zangy and Telegram?
Yeah, I've not seen anything like that for a while.
Anything like what?
Like dude, thing like that for a while.
Okay, come on, man. Like, just this month, I've seen that, you know, you've looked at child porn.
I've looked at it. It's not something that I like to deal with.
It's like crack, like,
yeah,
you don't like it, but you have to have it.
I know I want to stop.
Oh, sorry. Hey, what's up, Grace? My day's going decent, actually. Are you still in chat? Wait, I feel like you just chatted. Yeah, I think they're still in chat. What's up?
No, I need to.
Do you think you're addicted to child porn?
At some point, I would say yes. Somebody get me by. I said, I've been single for
This is the same nigga who said he's not a pedophile, but now he's talking about how he likes child porn. This is like, you said they try to lie to you. He put that on his life, he didn't like child porn. Or he put that on Jesus, he didn't like child porn. Or that he wasn't. No, he said he wasn't going to have sex with a minor. My fault. But the point is, he's lying. You see how like, how they try to convince themselves when they're lying? Like, they're trying to convince themselves that they're telling the truth, even though we know they're not. It doesn't make sense. Because, I don't know, man. Where's the paper that he usually has, like, the proof? Why doesn't he have the proof in this video?
I gotta have something to look at and stuff like that. So, but I appreciate what you said to me.
Man, bro, I mean, I'm not here to judge, man. How would I be the judge when I was in the same New Balance shoes as you? I actually had a pair of New Balances like you too. I'm here to reach out a hand.
I appreciate that.
It's the.
Where did this nigga pull out a water? Did this nigga just pull a water bottle out of his inventory? Wait, when did he pull out a water bottle? I'm tripping. Am I tripping?
I mean, I'm not here to judge, man.
He put
How
his
would I be the
fucking
judge when I was in the same?
He has the pocket water bottle, bro. Jesus. This guy's a fucking dork.
New Balance shoes is awkward conversations you just have to have.
Yeah, I see a cop here. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, it's a park. Like,
do you think I can just leave?
I mean, I thought we were talking.
All I've done is just porn, child porn, okay?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm obviously I'm not gonna tell nobody.
She's talking to the cop.
Oh man, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on.
Hey guys.
Hey, how you doing, officer?
All right. What's going on
I'm just having a friendly conversation with my. Hey, how you doing, officer? I'm just having.
Does this nigga got waves?
A friendly conversation with my friend Ronald here.
Chad, am I tripping or is this a white boy with waves?
Ronald, you're not gonna come to meet girls anymore, right?
No, man.
And you do have a lot.
Wait, oh, can I try my quality? Why is my quality so bad? Is it my quality or is it the video?
Child on your phone that you're gonna get rid of?
Yes, sir.
And you're gonna stop watching child, right?
Yes, sir.
And stop sending it?
Yes, sir.
And there is a lot of child on your phone, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you sent those dick pics to that 13-year-old girl?
Yes, sir.
And this is your last time doing it?
Yes, sir.
You promise?
Yes, sir.
Shake my hand right now. Look me in my eyes. Say, I promise.
I promise. Cross my heart, hope to die.
Look him in the eyes and tell him, I promise I'll never watch child and trade child again.
I'll never watch child again, sir.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, I read your chats. I asked you how you were doing. My mic is on, right? It is. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's on. Hello. Like, can you hear me? Yeah.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Jadon Adams. I guess your name is Tsunami with them waves.
So how did we get here?
You know, he was just letting me know that, you know, he just got caught up. You know, he has a lot of child on his phone that you're going to delete, right?
Yes, sir.
You know, he just came here to meet what he thought was a 13-year-old girl, right? You thought she was 13?
He got documents and everything showing that stuff, or?
Yeah. We have everything saved right here. That's when he first hit her up. After he asked how old she is, she said 13.
Why
He says that he's 40.
They keep zooming on this nigga's shoes. Also, he kind of looks like Count Dracula from Sesame Street. Am I tripping? He really does have like a pedo beard too. It's like, it looks like pubic hair that he like knitted to his fucking beard. Why is he not cut that part?
6. Then after that, you know, the messages just start getting like aggressive. He then starts sending her multiple penis videos.
And I've gotten rid of them.
Okay, you got rid of those videos you sent her?
Yes.
And is this your penis?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll put your hands right back for me. How long you guys been doing this, man?
Me? About like 2 years. I don't know about her. 4.
I like it, man. Keep up the work.
Thank you, officer. Appreciate you. We'll see you guys at the station.
Y'all got kids, man. You got to take
Right, appreciate you, thank you.
When we get in the car, I'm gonna call his job. Just let him know, like, yeah, Ronald's not gonna be clocking in tomorrow.
Call it. Is that legal? Should I start doing predator? Jesus, should I start doing predator catches? And like, I don't know. Cause he 1,579 subs is crazy. How much money is that? So each sub is, let's say each sub is like what, $8, but together like gifting is like $5. So we'll say $5. 5 times 1,579.
5 times 1,579 is 7,895.
He made $7,895 in a stream. Well, I mean, okay, I'm assuming in a stream, but that's probably not from one stream. That's probably from like over time. But also like these YouTube, he also makes money on these YouTube videos as well. So that's why that's man. I'll be honest with you. I'm never in it just for the money, but the money is always gonna be a plus. But no, definitely. I'm more in it because of the connections. Like I said, you know, kind of. I want to be, you know, I want to have that connection with my viewers. Like I'd say whatchamacallit, Joe Bart does, maybe like T Banks. You know, I want to have fun on stream. And having viewers is like, I could have like one loyal viewer, I'd be happy. I mean, it's not about the subs I mean, you know, it really isn't. Like I said, the money is just a plus.
Man, appreciate you guys. You guys be safe. Come on, man. You're the target demographic. You have to know me.
I do. I watch your videos.
Man, what's my name?
I forget. I know it starts with a D though.
Yeah, man. The Adrian Harding, man.
No, you're not the Adrian Harding.
Okay, my bad.
That man has Dookie Block.
Do you know one of your associates by the name of Ronald Soliday?
I'm sorry, yes.
After he got off work at 2 p.m., he's currently arrested right now, so I was just calling to let you guys know about that.
Oh, he got arrested?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate that update, and I'm glad you guys arrested him.
Yeah, of course, of course. You know, I just wanted to call, you know, because you guys' motto is save money. Since there's a new job opening, I was wondering when I could come in for a job interview.
First you'll have to apply.
Okay.
Have you applied?
No, not yet, but I think Ronald said he was going to put in a good word for me.
Oh, well, I mean, if he just got arrested for that.
Grace, can you hear me? Hold up. I feel like you can't. Grace, by chance, do you make art? Are they still in chat? I don't think so. Oh yeah, they're not in chat anymore. They definitely left. Can y'all hear me? Hold on, let me see. Y'all hear me? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, y'all can hear me. Y'all hear me? Hold on, let me see. Oh, I mean, maybe they just like didn't hear me when I was
Wow, I would not, absolutely would not take his word.
Oh, true. You think, well, you know, since we got your associate arrested, you think you can, like, look out for me and help me out and get his job?
What is your name?
My name is DeMarcus Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins?
Yeah, and I just, you know, he came to meet a 13-year-old girl, so you can start me off at $13 an hour.
We don't just say, hey, this is what we're going to start you on at. It's just a base rate. If you apply, we'll look at your application. That's all I can tell you.
Okay. I just wanted to call just, you know, because I just don't want him to come back to work, you know, after he gets, you know, charged and released and stuff. And, you know, obviously he's doing stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yes, if he is charged and convicted of a felony, we will deal with our process and our policy.
Well, yeah, he definitely is going to be charged. Now, the conviction, you know, that takes a while. You know what I mean?
Alright, W video. Honestly, Gideon's kind of just yapping. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I definitely would say a lot of the time, you know, he would. Okay, this guy right here. Okay, so I can see why some people would probably feel bad for him. You know, he's kind of a dork. Then again, you have to remember he's a pedophile, generally. What? Fresh out of prison, Pred gets busted while taking a bath. That seems like a porno. And illegal. Chad, what the Skeeter Jean, fresh out of prison, Pred gets busted while taking a bath. Why was he taking a bath? Was he taking a bath at the decoy's house? Oh, here's the Bible verse I read you guys. Was he at the decoy's house? Like, how did he get caught in the bath? Anyways, next video. I tested 1-star football hotels. Lock in, chat.
Giant bugs in the bed. 1 star.
So over the past month, I visited 3 football-themed hotels across England to test out their worst 1-star reviews. And my only goal is to see if they really are as awful as people say, or if they deserve more than a 1-star rating. But my journey to test out the first 1-star reviews brought me all the way to Norwich.
These are like soccer. This is soccer. By the way, I'm noticing.
I've arrived in Norwich this morning to test out the first one-star football hotel reviews. I'm staying in the Holiday Inn behind me, but before seeing what this place has in store for me, let's read some reviews. And the first review comes from Bilal, who said, room carpet had sticky stain on it, which could be anything. Breakfast was another letdown. My 5-year-old could do better than their chef. 1 star. It kind of sounds like sticky stains in this.
I don't know how you can go to the Holiday Inn and expect anything good. I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna leave it there. I don't know you can go to a Holiday Inn and expect something good. It's not going to be.
This hotel could be the least of my worries because the beds sound like some of the worst I've ever heard of. First up, Kel said, terrible sleep. Pillows like boulders. Samij also said, giant bugs in bed. And Shanahy said, terrible beds, horribly bouncy. Not really sure how beds can be horribly bouncy, but I guess we're gonna find out. There is a football match kicking off here right as I check in, and I have booked a pitch view room to hopefully watch it. Although MSN and C did say, I request a pitch view room and receive a blank wall. I feel like I'm walking towards like a deep Reddit horror story going into this place, but let's check in.
When I got to the entrance of this hotel, the front of it seemed kinda grimy. But after making my way inside,
the front of it seemed kind of grimy. The fucking sign is 7 stories in the air. That's probably why. I'm sure the Holiday Inn isn't paying anybody to clean their fucking sign in the outside. It's that high up. That's probably why.
The lobby of this hotel actually surprised me. There was a lot of different Norwich City themed art on the.
Why did he record her? Like, I mean, he didn't record her, but y'all know what I mean. Like, why? She looks so confused. Hello. I'm not gonna show her.
Walls of the reception, as well as this sign of where Norwich's stadium is located. Not only this, but there was also a couple football-themed items around the hotel, like an old ball and a book about how to watch football. What surprised me the most, though, was that there was an actual Starbucks inside the hotel. Once I checked in, though, I made my way to my room. And after I cracked open the door, I could finally take a look inside. For £170 a night, this room came with a bed, kettle, door, things, TV, and a view right onto Norwich City's home pitch. But with this giant screen and a pole in front of my view, I was gonna find out pretty quickly that this game wasn't gonna be fun to watch. Besides the view...
Yo, but think about it though. A Holiday Inn is... Actually, how much is a Holiday Inn a night? Versus normal football tickets. Here, hold up. How much are normal soccer tickets? Alright, so maybe around $48. Okay. So I'm assuming, how much is a, what do you call it, a pitch room? At a Holiday Inn. Jesus. Wait, yo, look at the difference. Vacations can be around $15,000 versus a normal ticket, which is probably like $48. That's the average. Or maybe $2,000. Either way, it seems like these tickets are more cheaper. Where did my fucking crosshair just go? Oh, okay. Alright, back to the video. My fault.
Little rough around the edges at a first glance.
So I just made it to my room, and so far, everything looks pretty okay. They even let me check in 2 hours early, which means I'll make kickoff now. I did book a pitch view room though, but that view is just a bit underwhelming. So there's still 30 minutes till kickoff, but I'm gonna be seeing if this bed can live up to its terrible reviews. So Samish said there was giant bugs in this bed.
What the wait, hold up. What the fuck? Why? I don't know if I could sleep somewhere. Like, even if there weren't bugs, I would think that there were like somehow still bugs somewhere. I couldn't, like, dude. I if I'm going to a hotel, I'm never reading the reviews. I don't see how people can do that. I couldn't. I couldn't know if there was sticky stains on the floor and fucking bugs in the bed. A spider jumped on inside my ear and starting my brain. Like I wouldn't want to know shit like that. I wouldn't want to know the food tastes like cock. I wouldn't want to know any of that, man. I would just...
I'm gonna open it up and see if there's anything there.
I'm not saying I would want to be surprised by the horribleness, but I wouldn't want to know about it going there before. I wouldn't, like, what I'm saying is, if it was horrible, I'd want to know it after versus before. I'm just gonna be like, scared the entire time. I don't know.
Once I pulled the bed sheets back and gave this thing a proper inspection, I was happy to say there was nothing to be seen with more legs than me, which meant this bed passed the first test.
So Shanahi said this bed was terrible and it was horribly bouncy. There's only one way to test this. Oh, I wouldn't even say this is terribly bouncy. It's just a bit springy. So I have one more review to test out about the pillows, but I'm gonna get to that later, because right now, it's time for kickoff.
After the handshakes were complete, the game could finally kick off, where today Norwich City faced off against Derby County.
So the game has just kicked off, and I do have a view of it. It's just not a very good one.
With the giant screen and pole right in front of my view, it made watching this match extremely difficult. The window of my room...
Well, I think you're supposed to get a room higher than that, so you can, see over the sign. Just... put that out there.
Room was also really dirty, which only added to how tough it was to watch this game. But early on, I did see Derby score right outside my window, only for it to be ruled out for offside.
You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half. And now!
Being next to the away fans did make a great atmosphere though, even if I was in a hotel room. But my view of the game inside wasn't getting any better. And any time the ball went behind this giant blue pole, I couldn't see anything that was going on. And another problem I discovered while watching the game was that anytime the ball went into the far corner, I also couldn't see. But I did get to see Norwich score right outside my window. With just minutes left in the game though, Derby won a penalty.
Oh, Derby's the team. I'm like, dude, Derby must be a goated player.
Which left the game level up to the end.
So the game has just finished 1-1, and even though it was a good game, it was easily one of the toughest games I've ever watched. With the two poles in the way, I couldn't see half of the match. So before I go to bed, Bilal said they found stains around the room, so I'm gonna check this place.
No, I'm not gonna lie, those stains would be gone. Even if they existed, they'd be gone now.
Out.
I searched every centimeter of this room for stains, and even though some of the furniture wasn't looking great, I couldn't find any issue with stains or dirt in this room.
This place is spotless.
W editing though. This guy's pretty good. This guy's pretty good. Let me leave a like on this one. This is pretty good. I like this video. I'm as you can see, I'm more quiet. I mean, probably not, but yeah.
So it's time to go to sleep now, but tomorrow I'm gonna be seeing if a 5-year-old could have made breakfast. Good night.
That's what this is. I'm like, what the fuck did he say?
Before I check out today, I'm gonna be seeing if a 5-year-old could have made breakfast. Also, I ended up sleeping really well last night, and these pillows, not like boulders at all.
So with the bed passing all of the tests, I was impressed. But I still had to try out breakfast to see if Bilal's complaints were true.
Right, that's the wrong button.
When I got to the breakfast room though, this place was pretty stacked out. And if a 5-year-old could have made this, then I'm pretty sure they're gonna be the next Gordon Ramsay.
Yo, what the fuck is this breakfast? Oh, ew! Why is there tomato in the beans? Also, why is this sausage look undercooked, and why are the beans on top of the tater tots? And he's drinking orange juice with it. This is a... Ew! This is criminal, dude. This is disgusting. And why is the cup so small?
It's not that bad.
He didn't like it. 3 stars though, because it's not the best, obviously. And you can see that in his eyes. He didn't necessarily enjoy it. I can tell. Oh, this one has 4 stars. It's not bad.
So I've come all the way to Blackpool to test out the next 1-star football hotel reviews. I thought Norwich's pitch view room was pretty bad, but apparently this place is next level. Or down a level. Either way, it's pretty bad. The first 1-star review comes from Tom, who I think is just an S-tier hater, because he said, Blackpool is a horrible place. There was also a lot of 1-star reviews complaining about how dirty this place was, with Jan saying, disgusting and smelly. Everything was very old, cranky furniture, dirty and smelly, the food was terrible. Not only this, but Andy Z wrote, we have stayed here from when it opened. This time was definitely the last. Dog poo in the corridor. Cleanliness of communal areas non-existent. So far, it sounds...
But Andy, you just said you came back multiple times. Why was seeing the dog shit this time different than the others? Like, I don't understand that. Andy, you just admitted that you're the... Andy, you just exposed yourself. You're staying in a shit chat. Well, it's not a common road game, but me and my family plays Flick Piano Flick Back. And oh my god, my camera just actually fucking fell. Man. Yo, my camera's so sensitive, bro. I barely flicked it. Is my camera on? It is still on. Yeah, me and my family play that game where we flick each other when we see a Fiat. It's kind of like, you know, like the slug bug or punch buggy, whatever you want to call it. I call it a punch buggy. Some other people call it slug bug. I think both sound good.
Sounds like this place is filthy. Breakfast in this place also sounds like a horror as well, with Athol writing. Restaurant is poor, food inedible, toaster hasn't been cleaned in weeks, pastries are stale. But now is my biggest fear with this hotel, the pitch view room. And even though there's a match kicking off here later, I don't think I'm going to be able to watch it. Keza_802 wrote, we were not made aware that opening the curtains in our premium pitchside room was not allowed. And finally, G Steel S complained,
what? You can't. There's like rules against opening the curtains in your pit side room, which you're paying thousands of dollars to sleep in.
Cancelled room as match on. You were told you must close curtains, not watch out of window. Why pay for pitch view? Somehow my expectations have never been lower for a hotel, but let's go inside and see if it's as bad as the reviews say it is.
As far as first impressions go, this hotel didn't make the best one. When I walked inside of this place, there wasn't even a lobby, but this sort of halfway room that led to an elevator to get to reception. But there was some old football themed stuff in here, like a signed shirt on the wall, an old turnstile, and also these Blackpool Bears. After checking in though, I could finally see inside my room.
Can I tell her?
And for only...
Okay, wow, this one's actually a lot more nice than the other. Also, you can't see the game. Again, because there's a fucking, balcony. Like, it appears to be a balcony, like, covering it. But this is nice, though. This is nice. Where's the TV? Oh, it's right there. It's on the wooden thing. This is a nice... I would say this is a nice hotel. I'll be honest. Why did the audio go out again?
And had a great view of... For only £94 a night, this place didn't seem too bad, and had a great view of Blackpool's pitch. But I still had no idea if I was gonna be able to watch the match later.
So I've just checked in, and so far I haven't heard anything about not being able to watch the game later. But first of all, we've got some reviews to test out.
First up, Jan said everything in her room was very old with cranky furniture, as well as being dirty and smelly. And straight away, her review didn't seem to be wrong, with some of the furniture almost ready to fall apart. I also found that most of the furniture in the room had a lot of chunks missing out of it, and also the paint on
That's normal in a hotel. Wow, that's actually
the walls was looking a little rough too. The couch in my room kinda looked like it might be from the 1990s, and to top it all off, I also found a mystery stain on my carpet. So Jan's review very much lived up to its 1-star rating.
So Andy Z...
Oh, come the fuck on. No, it did not. They said it was dirty and smelly. Does it smell like shit in your hotel? If not, then they're wrong. And mystery stain, that mystery stain is probably literally nothing. That's like just a very faint white square circle. That didn't make sense. A very small white circle. I mean square. Jesus. A square circle. My point is, I don't think that room is dirty. I think he's just kind of overreacting. Check, don't be digging in my nose aggressively. Anyways.
He said this place was so dirty, he even found dog poo in the corridor. So we're gonna go check it out.
To do Andy's review justice, I decided...
The door was locked when you, like, pulled the handle right there. We have stayed here when it was open. The last time was definitely the last. Dog poo in the corridor, cleanliness of the community areas are non-existent.
I decided to search every corridor in this hotel.
That's just doing too much.
And after searching all 3 floors of this place, I couldn't say that cleanliness was an issue, although I did find a random stain here and there.
So I've checked every corridor, I'm
sure people drop their food here all the time. Like, I'm not gonna walk into a movie theater, go, oh my god, there's a stain on the fucking floor, and go, this place is disgusting. It's a movie theater. They sell food. Like, you know, you're gonna find stains in public places sometimes.
Stairwell, and cleanliness doesn't seem to be an issue. There is 90 minutes till kickoff though, and I'm still really worried I might not be able to watch the game. But now I guess we just wait.
I think it's say 19 or 90. Because they're already out. If they're about to be not playing the game for another hour and 30 minutes, that's crazy.
Kickoff got closer, the players started to warm up, and I had a pretty decent view of everything from my room. But as Blackpool came onto the pitch to face off against Rotherham, it seemed like I was in the clear.
The game is about to kick off, and there's literally no sign of anyone telling me to close my curtains.
Yeah, you can actually see it a lot better. I'm noticing. Can he not go out there, or is that just a window? It looks like he can go out there. Like, were people gonna sit right there? I'll just turn my keyboard off.
And we're actually watching the match.
So even though Keza and G-Steel S said they couldn't watch the match, I wasn't having any issues so far.
They have Nutter Butter crackers? That actually looks good. Or is that like a UK thing? I would fuck up some. I mean, no, I wouldn't because I don't eat processed sugar. But I'd fuck up some Nutter Butter.
We're 15 minutes into the game, and I'm still watching it. Nobody's told me to shut my curtains.
I did get a bit of a strange feeling that they might have forgot to tell me I couldn't watch the game though, because when I looked outside at all the other pitch view rooms, they all had their curtains shut. The game in front of me was actually pretty exciting in the first half though, and
I don't think anybody's in those rooms. That's why I don't think anybody's in those rooms because this looks like it's like, well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, look at this stadium. It doesn't really. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's empty because that's fucked up and it's not true. It's clearly not empty, but there's not as many people. I just really don't think very many people are watching this game.
A lot of chances almost found the goal. But as the second half went on, Rotherham missed the best chance of the match, which meant the game ended 0-0. So while I might have gotten away with watching the game, I don't think Keza and G-Steel S were lying. So my first day in Blackpool was just okay. That's about all I can say about this place.
Was it worse?
Tomorrow, I'm
for
still
him?
gonna try out breakfast before I check out, but for now, it's good night.
But I mean, who's going to a hotel and expecting the food to be amazing? I wouldn't go to a hotel and expect it. I wouldn't expect it to be great. I mean, it's gonna be mid. It's gonna taste like, yeah, because it's made for a lot of people. It's gonna taste a little, you know, artificial, not organic, not real, plasticky, chemical-y. You know, it's gonna taste like that because it's made for a lot of people. It's like I mean, that's why. Yeah, it just is. All right. It's always so beautiful.
After waking
bro.
up the next day, the last review I had to test out was Athol's, who said the food was inedible, but there was actually a lot to choose from at breakfast.
Yo, nah, this all looks extremely good. Look at the yogurt options, the fruit. I don't know what the fuck those what are these? They're like, are these what are they called? Not mangoes. Where are those? Oh, they have milk, creamer, orange juice. This looks good. Not that.
And the view inside the restaurant wasn't bad either. Once I got my food though,
This is fucking worse. These look terrible. What is that? That looks like it could be a chicken nugget or a hash brown. This does look stale. Orange juice. Okay, you guys can't really see it, but orange juice in a mug. Well, you guys can't see it. That looks okay. I'm W that. The beans actually don't look gross. I know a lot of people are gonna say that. They look like normal beans. It just looks mediocre. It looks kind of gross. It's not really appetizing in my opinion. It doesn't look appetizing.
I tried it out. And even though most of it was just okay, the croissant had the texture of a brick.
Told you.
I just finished breakfast, so now I think it's time that I leave my review of this.
Why is this? Whoa, no, not even trying to make fun of him. Why does his fingers look like fucking... Whoa, his fingers look fucking weird. Is he an alien? Jesus.
This place.
Oh, he plays soccer. Or he plays football.
So I've made it to Milton Keynes to test out the final football hotel of the video. So far, the hotels have been a little bit disappointing, but if my stay is anything like Reese's, this could end up being the worst hotel of the video. He said the positive stuff about this hotel was nothing, and the bad stuff, every. Anthony also said, we got a cookie on arrival, and I'd say that was the highlight. Beds were very old and uncomfortable. Impossible to sleep. I'm really hoping I get a cookie too, because I did get a booking confirmation email with this image on it. If I don't get one, I'll be really disappointed. As well as Anthony, Shermati had this to say about this hotel. Room looks dull. Bath panels had scratches. No shampoo or conditioner despite requesting. No bathrobe or slippers in the hotel. The breakfast was not tasty.
I mean, this is kind of fucking stupid. Okay. I will say this is kind of dumb. They asked for if you ask for shampoo and conditioner, they should give it to you. But no bathrobe or slippers in the hotel. Okay. There's a lot of hotels that don't have that. Bath panel has scratches. Who gives a shit? Room looks dull. I don't know what the fuck that even means. Like, does it look dusty? Does it like the lights look dull? I don't know what that means, but it just sounds stupid as shit. And the breakfast is not tasty at all. Again, it's not going to like you seem like Samantha seems like she has like high standards for something that shouldn't be. It's probably not gonna be high quality
at all. There is a game kicking off in the stadium behind me in less than an hour, but James did leave a review saying, "You're advertising a room with a pitch view, but block it off." So yet again, I have no idea if I'm able to watch the match, but let's go find out.
When I walked inside the lobby of this hotel, there wasn't a whole lot to do with football in it, but there was this giant artwork of Dele Alli, as well as a cabinet of MK Don's trophies from over the years. Once I checked in and got my key, as well as my cookie, I made my way to my room, and in the corridors, this hotel also had photos of Stadium MK being built. But after I got to my room, I could look inside. And just outside my window, MK Dons just kicked off against Colchester United. As well as the pitch.
Wait, can he go out there? Or is that illegal? I mean, I don't know. It was not blocked off. I wouldn't say they lied. A lot of times they're not lying. It's their opinion. It's more opinionated things. I mean, it all depends on what you consider blocked off.
Pitch view. This room had a TV, chair, bed, and a kettle, as well as some water in the fridge. And for
yeah, those aren't complimentary. They're not. So I wouldn't drink those for you. They're probably gonna charge you $45 for each.
£150 a night. This room was nice, but it was pretty basic.
So I've just arrived in my room, and MK Dons have just kicked off outside my window.
Unfortunately, the pitch view in this room kinda sucked. I couldn't open the doors of my room to get out to the seats, and anytime the ball was on the left-hand side of the pitch, I couldn't see anything that was going on. Also, unlike the other two pitch view rooms where I could sit down and watch the match, I couldn't see the pitch from my seat in this hotel.
So if I want to watch any of this match, I'm just going to have to stand here for the next 90 minutes.
Yeah, that's depressing. I couldn't do that.
The cookie reception gave me is really good, but the pitch view is probably the worst we have yet.
Besides having to stand for the first 45 minutes, there were some good moments in the match outside. And after MK Dons defended a corner, the ref called an end to the half.
Wait, can I legally show this? Because these are just clippers, right? So I can show this, right? Why did it just move on its own? I think my sister's also home chat, so that's a dub. Dude, how much are they? How much is he paying for these seats? I mean, not for these seats, for these like hotels. It depends on how much you're paying if it's okay for them to do this. Like, if he's paying $4,000, I mean, you know, you're out of your damn mind. You know, but if he's paying like 200, 300, I mean, I kind of understand why blocking it off. I mean, they're not really making too much profit towards. I mean, this stadium is pretty empty, so they definitely, they definitely wouldn't be making very much profit. People would just be trying to rent these rooms out.
So it's just hit half time, and even though I thought the Norwich game was tough to watch, I think this one is even worse.
So the view from my room was that bad, I've decided to watch the second half of the game from the corridor of the hotel.
My view from the corridor was actually a lot better, and I could finally see the whole pitch. And MK Dons almost found the perfect chance to score.
Damn.
But after conceding a penalty, Colchester had a chance to win the match. After Colchester hung on to the lead for the rest of the game, the match finally ended 1-0.
They won.
The game has just finished up, and even though this has been one of the nicest hotel rooms yet, it was easily the worst football experience. I can't even see the pitch from here. Shermati did have a lot to say about this place though, so let's test her review out. Shermati did say this room looked dull, and I don't think she's that wrong.
What? Chat, does this hotel look dull to you guys?
Review out. Shermati did.
I was about to say, this hotel kind of is too bright for me. It doesn't not look dull.
Say this room looked dull, and I don't think she's that wrong. Next up,
but also you can turn on the lights over there as well. So I mean,
Shermati said her bath panels had scratches on them.
These? Who gives a shit? Yo, if these had scratches on it, that doesn't even matter even a little bit to me. But they obviously don't, and it looks very clean in here.
And while she might have had them, mine looked pretty good.
Shermati also said that she had no shampoo or conditioner.
But these look like they're floating. Oh, they are floating. They're like on this. Do they charge you every time you use this?
But mine were full.
The second last thing Shermati said was that there was no robes or slippers in this hotel.
I looked in the wardrobe to see if I could find anything, as well as the bathroom, but there was nothing there.
The final thing Shermati mentioned was that breakfast was not tasty at all, but I'm gonna try that out tomorrow.
So right now, it is my last night staying in football hotels, but before I can leave my review on this place, I still have to try out breakfast tomorrow. But for now, it is good night. The next day, I woke up after sleeping really well.
Okay, they're mowing the lawn. I don't like this look. I like it looking a little bit like, I don't know. Sports events, whether not in the sun, like in the night, or in like a gloomy environment, they just look so much better. In my opinion. They look so much better.
But the last thing I had to try out was breakfast. And after making my way to the restaurant, there was a whole lot to choose from.
Go back.
There was a whole lot to choose from.
Okay, I can see we have some mandarins here. I think these are just some normal oranges, maybe some navels. Off the bat, you can see there's a green on the top. That's always a bad sign. If it's, you know, a little squishy, you know it's not going to taste good. It's going to be a little sour. These look perfect, though. This watermelon looks like shit. It's, like, very, almost pink. These bananas are probably good, but, I mean, it depends on... bananas are very, like, you know, it depends on how you like your bananas. Me, personally, I don't like bananas at all, but if I had to eat them, they probably would be cold. Any cold fruit is good, but some people like them warm. Disgusting. These apples look good, but I personally don't like apples anyways. These are, I think, what are they called? Grapefruits? No, not grapefruits. Passion fruits. I think these are passion fruits. They look good. I think these are tomatoes. And then there seems to be some like meat down here, some cheese. So probably like, what is it called? Salami and cheese. Probably salami and cheese. Some bread. A big ass spoon that's sitting on the counter, which is pretty gross. That's some weird shit. I mean, you know, I will agree. It does look good.
And after trying it out, I could finally see if Shermatti's final complaint. And after trying it,
what the fuck is that? Yo, these literally look like testicles. The rest of this looks good, but these actually look like testicles. Oh my god. Are these all eggs? Please say he tells us.
It out, I could finally see if Shermatti's final complaint was true.
On a scale from 1 being...
Stop, wait, are these French toast sticks? I thought this was meat. Are those French toast sticks? Why are they a little green? He's also drinking milk this time, I see.
Very tasty to 10 being very tasty, I'll give it like a 6.5.
Before checking out, this restaurant had a balcony that looked right out onto the pitch, so I took some time to check it out. So now that I've tested everything in this hotel out, I think I'm ready to leave my review. So after testing out 1-star reviews from football hotels all across England, did they deserve their 1-star ratings? Overall, every hotel had their weaknesses, but I also had some great experiences at each one. So while they weren't perfect, I don't think they deserved their 1-star reviews. But if you enjoyed this video, you might like this one too. See ya.
This is Cristiano Ronaldo's hotel.
Oh, I didn't mean to. Alright. Last video. Wait, how long have I been live? Still, I think we're still gonna watch this video. But how long have I been live? Alright. Last video, today's, wow, what am I? Jay from the Cub Scouts? The last video is. Oh, shit. Hold up. That one's too long. The one I was originally gonna watch. Is there a different one that I can watch? These are all like getting older and older. We'll do this one. Three terrifying encounter horror stories animated. Lock in.
It was 2016. I lived with my two best friends, who I'll call Jason and Andrew for privacy.
Okay.
We were all roommates in an apartment in the city while we finished up our last year of college. Because we were all in school and had jobs, we didn't often have a lot of free time. When we did though, our usual activity that we all enjoyed was hiking, or I guess just exploring in general. Sometimes we...
That's some white people stuff. Not to be racist. Are these two twins, or are they just like they just made them look kind of similar? Not similar. They're the same character with different clothes. Do they do that because like it's just easier, or were they actually like twins? But yeah, that's some white people stuff. No exploring. I'm not going for it. I know a girl who actually said that was one of her favorite things to do. She said she would go into her forest, her local like woods, and just explore. Now, how do you even prepare to do that by yourself? Like, I would have to, like, bring a knife, and I mean, I'd be terrified. I don't care if it's daytime. What if I get lost? What if there's an animal in there? What if there's a fucking snake? I don't know. Probably the only dangerous animal that'd be in the Atlanta woods. But yeah, like, what if there's an animal? What if there's a person? That'd be the worst case scenario. Exploring is crazy work. I mean, I'm assuming, there's gonna be...
We'd go on trails, or just drive to a random town we hadn't been to before and walk around. This week, we all had Friday and Saturday off, so we wanted to find something to do on Friday night. Andrew had happened to hear from a friend earlier about this decommissioned factory on the outside of the city. It sounded cool, or interesting at the very least. None of us had done something like this before though, so we were all hesitant, but in the end we said screw it, and just decided to check it out. We
I wasn't
hopped
listening.
in Jason's car.
I wasn't listening. Where are they going? Why does he keep doing that?
Car and drove to the edge of the city.
No,
We live in the Midwest. The city. Hear from a friend earlier about this decommissioned factory, Midwest.
Okay, they're
So
exploring a
the
factory.
city-
They're exploring a factory. My fault.
He sort of abruptly
Doesn't sound like a good
ends
idea
and
at all.
turns into flat land that goes on as far as you could see. That was basically where
Jesus.
this factory was. We didn't know its exact address, if it even still had one, but we found it on Google Maps using the satellite view. We parked a block away at a gas station, then got out and walked the rest.
They died. What? Why? Why? We're gonna park at the gas station and walk all the way there. Why? Now we gotta run 3 miles back to the fucking gas station, get our car. Hopefully, what do you do if there isn't anybody there? You still have to walk 3 miles back after exploring for hours inside of a abandoned come on, bro. That's not smart to even go there, let alone park at 3 miles away. I'm saying 3 miles. But, Yeah.
The whole street to get there was empty. No cars or people anywhere. It almost felt like the entire block was abandoned. The factory building was way bigger than any of us were expecting. It was massive, with railing-type structures all over the outside, and tons of graffiti in places I don't even know how people were able to get to. The chain-link fence had barbed wire across the top, but in several spots it had clearly been cut open and moved from others sneaking in. We crawled over and made our way up to the metal door at the front.
They're crawling under. Yeah. Okay, animation people, you didn't get it right. They just said they crawled over, not under.
Which was already open. As soon as we stepped inside, chills ran through me. The whole building was swaying, and the metal was creaking and groaning. It was windy outside, so it made sense, I guess, but it still added to the eeriness of the place. All the lights were off, of course, so our only light was some cheap flashlights Andrew had lying around his house. This main room...
Just buy some from the gas station. I wouldn't give one from my house. I don't know. It might not work. Did they check if it worked? I hope they did. They probably didn't,
we were in was full of huge rusted machinery and narrow pathways between them. We all stayed in that room and kind of just wandered around. Eventually, I wandered to the end of the room and into a hallway, but before entering, I checked over my shoulder and saw one of my buddies was not too far behind me. I couldn't tell whether it was Andrew or Jason because they were in the dark by one of the machines, but I figured they saw me, so I was good to keep going without risking splitting up and getting lost.
Hey bro, is that you by the machines? Or maybe just to do this? Maybe. I don't just look back, see my friend, and then keep walking forward. You're in the dark. Make sure it's your friend. Yeah, they're making it seem like he didn't just look back and go, oh, okay. He probably went, oh shit. And then kept walking because he thought it was his friend. Obviously, we know he got scared, for sure. He probably got startled. Nothing inside of this guy told him to just, check if that was his friend. Some guy's gonna play his butt.
I started walking down, making it to another metal door and going through it.
Why did they
Just
split
as
up
I
as
was
well?
walking into the next room and the door started closing, I heard footsteps coming down the hallway from the end I had just come from. Thinking it was Andrew and Jason, I kept walking and shined my light around the room. There were more machines, like a conveyor belt type thing, in the middle of the space. But along the ceiling was a walkway, or a catwalk, and I could see a ladder hanging down on the other side. As I was looking, I heard the door open and close behind me. I called out my friends' names and turned around to tell them what I saw, but when my light hit the door, they weren't there. There was no one. I almost thought I was crazy for a second, but I knew I heard the door open. Andrew? Jason? Their name.
Yeah, he was white. I almost thought I was crazy for a second. It's crazy. Cause I'm never being like, I'm never testing my sanity, you know. I mean, sanity is different. I'm never testing my, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, maybe the door didn't open and close. That's not even coming to my mind. I'm not gonna make maybe it didn't. I'm gonna be like, that door just opened and closed, and somebody's on the other side of it, or somebody's inside this room with me.
Names rang across the room, but they didn't reply.
Honestly not.
I started carefully walking over to the door, feeling my mind start getting worried. I opened the door and shined my light down the hallway. It was empty. What the hell? I didn't have time to think before hearing a slight crumble on the ground behind me. I whipped my light around. Standing maybe 6 or 7 feet from me was some deranged-looking man. He had long hair and a messy beard in these...
Oh no, that's just Charlie. That's just Penguin Zero. Let me shut the fuck up.
Strange, glazed-over eyes. He instantly started sprinting at me, like he was trying to tackle me. I backed into the hallway.
That's what meth does to you, kids. It makes you want to kill people, and it makes you like crazy like that. We saw it in the very first video. It really makes you crazy. This is probably a true story.
Door on him, then sprinted for the other end. I could hear my buddies calling out to me, like they were trying to find me. I ran into the room and yelled at them to leave. We all ran out. We made it to the fence and left.
What is this animation?
I explained to them what happened on the way back to the car. Whoever that guy was hiding in the building had followed me into the hallway and into the room where I was alone. Obviously, he was trying to wait for me to split off from the group before attacking me. What he really would have done, I'm lucky to have not found out.
Oh, he would have definitely fucked you in the ass. Or ate you. Or just tried to get you to get out of his home. He's probably a squatter.
And we haven't tried
more than
anything
likely,
like that again.
Probably gonna kill you.
This was nearly 5 years ago from when I'm writing this. I was in high school at the time, and my best friend was a guy named Colton.
What does Colton have a fucking... I don't even know how to put this into words. He just looks like he has an allergy. Like, his top lip is big as shit, and his bottom lip isn't. Does he have lip filler? Yo, his lip is like that too.
He hung out most days after school and just found random places to go to hang out at. Anyway, this was right after our school let out for winter break, so we had a ton of time and nothing to do. We spent this whole day just chilling at his place and playing Xbox, but we eventually got bored. We felt like walking around or going somewhere. Now, our whole town always knew about this creepy church that sat at the end of a deserted road. It was kind of blocked out by trees since they stopped keeping up with it. It had been abandoned for as long as I'd known about it, but even though we always knew about it, it had never really come across our minds to...
Well, that didn't make sense. It had always been abandoned since we knew about it. What the... Well, yeah. The fuck you mean? What am I assuming that when you didn't... What? I don't even... maybe that just didn't really make sense. I don't know. Maybe...
When I was a kid, I was always terrified of it, but for some reason now, I was a little bit more intrigued. So when me and Colton were walking around the edge of town and happened to pass by the deserted road to the church, we decided to check it out. At least to walk down the road and see what it looked like nowadays. And if nobody else was there, maybe look inside.
Yeah.
It was already dark out, but the moon was bright enough for us to still kind of see where we were going. We also had our phones on us in case we needed a flashlight. The road was awful. It was cracked and had thick vines and bushes growing between the pavement. By the time we got to the end of it and looked back, we couldn't even see the street we'd just come from. Looking at the church, though, it was way creepier than I'd remembered. It looked like the forest had engulfed it. Even the fence going around the courtyard was almost unrecognizable because it was drowning in the tall plants that covered it. We made our way through a broken section. It was very quiet as we approached the church. We didn't see any lights or hear anything to indicate anyone else was here, so we walked up to the large entrance door and pushed it open. The sound it made was like bending wood, creaking and scraping its way across the floor. It echoed through the whole room. Both of us stayed at the doorway for a minute and just looked from there. What was really odd, and also kind of creepy, was that the whole room, full of rows of benches...
Yeah, me and my black friends never went to, like, we never thought about going to an abandoned place like this, so I don't know what the hell that's about. But then again, like, when you're in, like... When you live in the country, you just can't do it. It's stupid as shit. There's 9 out of 10 there's gonna be a squatter inside of it. You go to New York, there's a lot of places that are abandoned like this and don't have squatters. I'm just gonna say it makes more sense to do that in the city. I mean, there's gonna be more squatters, like just statistically, but I mean not statistically, but because there's a lot of people in the city. But I don't know. In the South, I feel like there's just a higher chance that there's just gonna be some guy living inside of it. I mean, I just don't see a universe where there isn't. You hear a lot of stories where people like go, "Oh, we went to a subway station. It was, maybe." You know, my dad tells me stories all the time. You know, you don't really just find squatters in a place like that in, like, New York. I don't know. In my opinion.
Benches looked almost untouched. There wasn't any debris anywhere, or even graffiti like you'd expect from an old place like this. I stepped in, and Colton followed behind me. I slowly walked down the aisle, just looking around at everything. Each step we took echoed throughout the vaulted ceilings, but when we got closer to the end, there was a sudden thud. It rang through the whole church. Both of us jumped and quickly got our phone flashlights out.
How loud was the thud?
We couldn't tell where it came from, though.
Like, the thud wasn't just a... It was probably more like a... Like, you know what I mean? It was probably a lot louder. They made it sound like it was just a...
The sound kind of took over the whole building and echoed all around.
This isn't gonna start with me. I'm not gonna get started by... I'm probably gonna think, oh, that was like a pebble falling off the bench or something. I don't know.
We stood still and moved our lights around, looking for anything that had caused the sound.
You know, it probably
we really saw
was
nothing. Colton thought he saw another room closer to the entrance, and maybe something had fallen over in there. Regardless, we kept exploring. I walked to the end of the hall, where the podium was. I stood up there and looked back down at the way we came. It was so dark by the entrance, even my light couldn't reach that far. After a minute, Colton said he wanted to check out the other room.
You know, I don't really think that has anything to do with the darkness. I think that has to do with the flashlight's, like, ability to go far. I don't know.
So we both headed over there. On the side wall was a door. I opened it and shined my light in. From just a quick look, I couldn't tell what the room was. We walked in and looked around. There were chairs stacked up against the wall and a bunch of boxes everywhere, like storage or something. While we were in there, we heard a subtle sound. We both stopped moving. It was a light thump, and then another. It sounded like someone walking down the aisle we just came from. Both of us froze up. The sound was coming from the podium area, walking down toward the entrance. We could only see out the thin crack in the doorway of the room we were in, but we stared at the darkness out there and waited as the sound got closer. Then, for a split second, someone crossed through the dark and out the front entrance door. The footsteps then stopped, and we held our breath as we waited, before we heard the door
Freaky ass nigga,
close.
he bit his lip.
We looked at each other in fear. Neither of us knew whether to try running away, or hide, or what to do. We ended up just waiting in fear for...
No, you're not supposed to just stand there. You're supposed to sneak away. Obviously, if somebody's there, you want to fucking not make noise and get the fuck out of there. Or you want to run. Or if you're a real evil fuck, you want to just kind of do your friend like this. I'm gonna give you guys a visual representation, right? This is you and your buddy, right? You're walking, you're exploring an abandoned place, and you see a homeless man scratch his neck walking into a room. You know you want to get the fuck out of there. Your friend's like, "What do you think we should do, Josh?" And you're like, "Oh, I don't really know." And then you run away. You let him. You basically use him as a distraction or a sacrifice, and kind of just fucking get the fuck out of there. That's if you're a bad friend or an evil person in general, but, that might be the method. That almost ensures that you survive. Then you don't get to stab with a heroin needle, and he does, and he gets AIDS, and you don't. He gets his butthole played with, and you don't. That's probably what a smart person would do. I wouldn't say a smart person, and it wouldn't, to an extent. Not to genuinely pick up this chair. Ooh, almost crushed my toes. Alright. My fault. I'm doing too much.
Several minutes until we thought whoever it was had left the area. Then we sprinted out of the room and out the entrance. We didn't stop running until we got down the deserted road and onto the street. We don't know who was in there, but they came from the end of the church that I had just been at. There was no doorways over there, so they had to be hiding or something, somewhere right next to me. That is, if it even was a person. At this point, years later, I can't even say anything is for sure.
Well, Trust your gut,
This was only 2 years ago. In our town, there was this one house that had been abandoned for I think about 2 decades. It was an older place, nestled away in the trees, and after nobody would buy it, everyone just forgot about it. It slowly got covered up by the woods and left to rot. I was always interested in these types of places.
Stop it, he did not explore on his own. This fucking square chin ass nigga did not explore this place on his own.
Love to explore
by himself.
Them.
There's no way I'd be
One
doing this.
Random afternoon I had off work. That's exactly what I did.
Work.
I walked there.
His entire face shape just changed. What? Okay.
With a small backpack and a flashlight. Usually I'd go with friends, but this house was so close by and seemed less significant than other places we'd been to, so I didn't bother.
Mind you, these are the same white people who get scared when you walk past them. Or like when you're in the elevator with them. But they'll go explore a random abandoned house that probably has a 6'5" angry crackhead who really doesn't like his house being broken into. He's high off meth or crack or whatever, and he sees you come in. He's definitely gonna fucking hurt you. The black guy in the elevator with you who's just getting off work just like you isn't gonna hurt you, but yeah, that guy's definitely going to. Like this is
the driveway going into the woods was almost complete.
I don't know why you would want to do this. I'm not racist, by the way. That crazy. I know it sounds like it, but come on, like this guy's definitely. The way that he's being depicted, he might be Asian, but doubt it. What makes you want to explore an empty house or an abandoned house? Not empty, abandoned house. for a 20-year abandoned house. Like, come on, bro.
Completely gone.
By yourself.
Grass had grown over the gravel. I marched my way through it, eventually taking my flashlight out so I could see better. The house was deeper into the woods than I'd remembered. I felt like I walked for 5 or 6 minutes before getting there. It was an old wooden home, built before garages were even a thing. I guess it kind of looked like a large 2-story cabin.
He says it's been abandoned for... Oh, like it was abandoned. Like somebody bought it, put it on the market. Nobody bought it for 20 years after that. So it was from like years ago before that, though. Okay, makes sense. I accidentally ripped out my headphone.
Cabin. I walked up to one of the front windows, which was broken, and leaned my head through it.
I would have done that.
I listened to the inside for 30 seconds to make sure I was alone. Then, after hearing nothing, I went to the front door. The door was unlocked and already slightly cracked open, so I just pushed it wide open and walked in. The inside was decaying all around. Disturbingly, there was still stuff in here from whoever owned it all those years ago. The living room had an old sofa, all torn up and dusty, and there were several picture frames that had fallen off the walls and shattered. I walked through the first floor, looking at all the left behind things, curious about what I'd find out about this place. The floor was small though. After just a minute or two, I went upstairs to the second floor. The stairs were creaky and shaky. I'm surprised they hadn't caved in already.
Right.
The second floor had a hallway with 2 rooms. One of the doors was open and the other was closed. I looked into the open one. The room was empty, which was strikingly different from downstairs.
Why is it green?
I stepped in and moved my flashlight all around.
Wait, did this nigga say he went downstairs, aka the basement? Why would I go to the basement and end up... What is the thrill in this? Why would you want to go to the basement of an abandoned house? I wouldn't do that. 9 times out of 10, I'm not doing that in a house that's not abandoned. Look, there's definitely mold down there.
But was interrupted when I heard a thud below me. My heart immediately started racing. It didn't sound natural, like a noise the house would make. I hurried down the stairs and waved my flashlight all around.
Oh, he went upstairs.
The house was so quiet now, and I didn't see anything moving that could have made the sound. Having that bad gut feeling though, I told myself I should just leave.
That bad gut feeling. No, that's not a bad gut feeling. That's the human instinct that you're in a place that you shouldn't be and you're about to fucking die. That's not your gut. That's your logic, common sense, and brain.
Usually with my friends I explore with, we always say at the first sign of anything sketchy, we leave. Being alone, I definitely wasn't staying. I quickly walked down the hallway, still moving my flashlight all around. But when I got to the front of the house, the door was shut. I had left it wide open. I hurried up to it and pulled the handle, but it didn't move. It was locked or bolted closed.
Yeah, now that boy is definitely playing in your butthole. He definitely wants your butthole. Or he's going to consume your flesh. So, your fault.
Closed on the outside. I immediately started to panic, knowing someone else had to be here with me and just locked me in. I ran over to the broken window and jumped out.
Right.
I didn't see anyone as I sprinted into the woods, turning my flashlight off and staying off of the path. My heart was still racing as I walked between the trees, but then a light came from ahead. I was confused and moved behind a tree. It was a red and blue light flickering at the end of the driveway. There were 2 cop cars cutting through the thick grass and driving toward the abandoned house. They passed by me, rushing to the front of the home as I remained hidden. Something in me knew that they weren't there for me. I watched for a...
No, they're there for the last victim that got fucked in the ass like you were about to be. So that was, that was them, that was you getting lucky. So even if he were to, like, you know, grab you from behind and start pulling down your pants, well, I don't know, I'm going into detail, but you get it. You know, they would still catch him in the act.
A minute, then ran out of the woods and back home.
Unless he was a Minuteman.
I don't know who else was there, or why the police were rushing toward the house. I tried to find out more information on it in the coming weeks, but never found anything released to the public. Whatever was going on in there, or whoever was in there, must have been pretty bad. I'm lucky to be here right now.
Nah, on a serious note, that's God telling him that he shouldn't have been in that house. Or that he, not that he shouldn't have been, because he shouldn't have been, he knows that. He should never do it again. But, oh my god. Yo, W stream. That was a W stream. I probably will not be live tomorrow, but I'll more than likely be live. I more than likely be live Saturday, maybe early. I might do another react stream actually. Might not. It all depends. I have no clue actually. Probably maybe schedule one in Fortnite. Maybe that's what I'll probably do. Because I said I would play Fortnite. I played Fortnite today. That was about it. But yeah, W stream chat. Hope you guys had fun watching. I had fun watching. Unironically.